Got a damn good show. Tariffs and crap abound, trust me.
Well, with the support of millions of ordinary Germans who just wanted Germany to be great again. And business leaders who initially...
Oh, for Christ's sakes. I cannot wait till you're fired.
thought they could...
Or your network is shut down, because Lord knows nobody's going to hire your sorry ass. Hitler and Trump had massive differences, and the countries were completely different.
...could control him. Plus a cadre of devout political allies willing to do whatever he said for the sake of power.
Yeah, but when Hitler came to power, the Weimar Republic was pretty much crumbling apart. And if it hadn't been Hitler, it would have been the communists.
As, quote, shock and awe, where you bring about rapid change so as to overwhelm your political...
And you think the American people are just going to be like, okay, sure, we'll dissolve the Senate, dissolve the House, give Trump complete dictatorial power. The only way that happens is with a constitutional amendment. Oh, and by the way, when Hitler died because of all the stress, he was literally falling apart. How quick do you want Donald Trump to lower prices?
Because even though the GOP does weaponize culture war issues to distract from economic issues, it doesn't change the fact that the culture war...
The country overwhelmingly, Mike, both right and left, everyone except you people in the extreme left, want these motherfuckers out of here.
...is not a victimless war. Innocent people are being detained by ICE, including veterans.
Oh, my God, they're being detained. They're not being deported. They're like, oh, sorry, you got swept up in this. Here's your ID back. You check out. Thank you for your service and go on your merry way.
Trans women are being transferred to men's prisons thanks to an executive...
Yes, because they're biologically males. Do you know what happened almost immediately after we started letting trans women, a.k.a. chicks with dicks, into female prisons? Somehow, female inmates started to get pregnant. Odd, that.
It shouldn't be left...
Oh, for Christ's sakes. Yeah, they're prisoners. I don't give a shit.
They need to bog down this administration in every way they can by obstructing...
Well, Jesus Christ, Mike, I don't know how the fuck they're going to do that. They don't have the House, they don't have the Senate, they don't have the courts. What do you want them to do, Bucky? Oh my God. So basically, you just want the country to do nothing and the rest of us suffer because your stupid fucking pampered, lubed up asshole can't handle the fact that the orange guy won.
Once in power, he moved with shock and awe, imprisoning his liberal opposition.
No, he killed him.
Abolishing states' rights and imposing...
Germany never had states.
...bans on left-wing newspapers.
I don't know how to tell Joy Reid this. The Nazis were left-wing. They were not right-wing.
He fueled German public outrage by blaming...
One of the things is the National Socialist Workers' Party.
European Jews for Germany's problems. Notably, he and his Minister of Public Enlightenment and Propaganda...
Well, let's see. Hitler wanted to keep the Jews in Germany. And then he decided to kill them. Trump just wants to return people to the countries where they should be. He ain't fucking putting them in Auschwitz.
And Joseph Goebbels launched a massive propaganda campaign that labeled Jews as carriers of
Yeah, but the Nazis were socialists.
Deadly diseases and violent terrorists. Defeating...
I'm sorry, but a lot of the illegals are violent terrorists. What do you do to your hair? Because you have got to have gotten some brain damage at some point.
The Jews of Europe, who they viewed as subhuman, was a question of good conquering evil. which conditioned millions of Germans to celebrate Hitler and turn a blind eye to his brutality.
Yeah. Because Hitler inherited an economy where you literally needed a wheelbarrow full of money, Deutschmarks, to do the grocery shopping for the week. That's how worthless the German currency was. Okay? There's another socialist country, Venezuela. I go down right now, I put $1 at the U.S., the exchange for Venezuela. I'm a Venezuelan trillionaire. Too bad my trillions and trillions of Venezuelan dollars won't even buy me a can of Coke. Yeah, the Germany Hitler inherited versus the America that Trump inherited, two completely different things. This analogy is silly. Also, you remember that Trump was president for 4 fucking years, and he didn't try to seize ultimate power then. Would you mind explaining to me, you dumb, lying black bitch, what's going to be the difference this time?
History may not repeat verbatim, but it sure does rhyme. Trump and Stephen
I hope you have a wonderful career picking cotton.
Miller, his former director of speechwriting, depict non-white immigrants as carriers of deadly diseases who are violent terrorists.
Well, I don't know about carrying the deadly disease, but not all of them are violent terrorists, but some of them are. But they are all criminals. Crossing the country is entering the United States illegally is a crime. Either Trump is an incompetent buffoon that doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, and he's simply singing tra-la-la-la-la while the country drives off a cliff, or he is an evil genius bent on dictatorial power and becoming the king of America. It's one or the other. He's either an idiot or an evil genius. You need to pick a lane. Personally, here's what I think of Trump is. A good businessman that loves America and just gets shit done. It's just shit that you don't happen to agree with, but instead of it just being an assault on your personal politics, you somehow think it's an assault on you. Tell you what, I will stand arm in arm with you in protest of Trump if he opens up an Auschwitz. If he starts like, okay, we're going to have death camps. They're going to be the greatest death camps. They're going to be the most efficient killing machines the world has ever seen. It'll happen very quickly. I'll break Hitler's record. I'll break Pol Pot's record. I'll break Mao Zedong's record within a week. Believe me, it'll be beautiful. It'll be great. These will be the most efficient killing machines ever devised.
Underestimate
our mass graves will be dug with Trump shovels. The cement will be founded by the Elon Musk human cement factory.
the threat that he poses. Single state, which meant that an estimated 90 million low-income Americans lost their health care like that. Now, at the time
I don't care. Get a better fucking job. I seem to remember a few of you lefties after the election when Trump won saying that all of us that voted for Trump because we were concerned about high grocery prices should just get a better job. Well, tell these fucking losers to get a better job.
A lot of this goes.
Jesus Christ, at least our press secretaries are a fuck of a lot prettier under Trump. I want every single leftist to shut the fuck up about the January 6th pardons, unless you want to also say that every single fucking Black Lives Matter rioter and Antifa rioter also deserve to go to jail. Make a choice.
Republicans might not defend the Medicaid freeze because that's really going to harm their own constituents, but they will defend the freeze on school lunch programs, which is still going to hurt their constituents.
Oh my God. School lunch should be abolished. How long does it take you as a parent to make your fucking kid lunch? About a minute. Let's see. Mayonnaise, bologna, cheese, bologna, boom. Sandwich, bag of chips, apple, juice box, boom. Lunch. 45 seconds. Yeah. And you know, my parents, when I was in high school, paid a pretty fucking penny for my high school because I'd eat breakfast at home. I'd go to school and usually get a second breakfast, then lunch. Like I said, there's a big difference between me and my sister.
We're seeing in
Mike, you and I both goddamn well know that most of what they teach in school is utterly fucking useless. And they've really removed, like, vital programs. They used to teach, like, in home economics. I don't even know if they have that thing anymore, but they taught you how to balance a fucking checkbook. They also taught you how to cook. And no, this wasn't the days when the boys had shop and the girls had home ec. You know, valuable skills. Shop class taught you how to do basic repairs. So you're not sitting there looking at a cracked fucking light socket plate and going, oh my God, what do we do? Most people could quit taking math after they learn fractions. Probably about 95% of the people do not need algebra. Nobody is letting the goddamn poors die because we cut the fucking Medicaid. Even if you can't pay, you will still get treated. I don't know where this ridiculous lie began, but I really wish it would die, Mike.
You fight on.
And you're a Democrat, so you fucking lose, 'cause you have no motherfucking guns. Oh. Jesus Christ. I never thought I'd say this, but Simone, get a fucking wig.
Thank you so much. We appreciate your enthusiasm. We are going to ask the questions from...
Okay, Simone, you just have to be the ghetto ratchet bitch that we know you all are and just scream shut the fuck up at these people. Okay, let's take a look at this lovely lineup. Fat black lady, some dork from some fucking ethnic group, dork, dweeb, fat ass, crazy crystal lady, dweeb from Minnesota that I believe won the son of a bitch, and this guy that looks like he should be driving a windowless van with the saying free candy on the side, and
people are very passionate about.
The way they coddle these people made me sick. Oh my gosh. I'd be roasting them down to their face and then having the police arrest them. But at least there was just this one disruption.
Well, not only have them arrest them, but have the police beat them out of sight of cameras.
And at the beginning.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm not going to get into too deep, but they want... These are their demands. I didn't even type in the Green New Deal bullshit. Stop the climate crisis. Create millions of good union jobs for all. Invest in racial and economic justice, whatever the fuck that is. Reimagine our government to work for everyday people. Oh, fuck you. Yeah. That is stupid.
Give us an opportunity to ask the question.
When Pookie or Ray Ray is beating the shit out of you, who the fuck you gonna call? A social worker?
Questions, please. Thank you.
Well, geez, the cop can arrest people and take them to jail. Or shoot them.
And here's interruption number.
And if you're bitching about the cops not doing anything, guess what? That's because you assholes handicapped them. You leftist defund the police assholes handicapped them. Me, I'd give him unqualified immunity. Jesus Christ. Throw a brick at the screaming motherfucker. Raise your hand if you'll get millionaires out of our country. You want to get billionaires out of the country? What the fuck would that do? Also, okay, we get billionaires out of this country. Okay, fine. Let's say we go with your insane premise. It still doesn't stop China and India coughing up 7 times what we do in greenhouse emissions. Or planet-changing emissions. Whatever the fuck you want to call it these days. How did Elon Musk steal his wealth? Everyone that bought a Tesla bought one willingly.
These particular...
And Democrats are still taking money from the arsonists.
Democrats are taking money from the arsonists? What in the hell are you talking about? Come on, Simone. Come on, let that ghetto bitch out of her cage. Me, I would have roasted the shit out of these people. Oh, God, of course she's got the 1-inch fucking acrylic nails.
Quite an exit. We'll give him that.
Thank you for the subscription or donation.
Okay.
Will you pledge to appoint more than one transgender person to an at-large seat? And
how about the best person? This is why you lost! It's because we've never had a transgender secretary of farming, and we have this tranny right here, but he's completely unqualified, but will you commit to hiring him anyway?
And will you commit?
You wonder why you lost! This is the perpetual child, Harry Sisson.
News, the premier for British Columbia in Canada has announced that the province will stop buying alcohol and liquor from Republican states.
Great! That's most of the liquor producing states in the Union. So hey, all you Canadians that enjoy Budweiser, you're fucked! Budweiser's made, yeah, so Budweiser's out. It's made in St. Louis, Missouri, a red state. Miller is made in Milwaukee, or Wisconsin, and Texas, both red states. And Coors is the only one you guys are going to be able to get in British Columbia. Jim Beam is made in Kentucky, a red state. Jack Daniels is made in Tennessee, a red state. So, I've got a really sneaky suspicion that this is going to backfire and backfire hard on this dumb shit. Alright, hear this.
Federal employee and Trump is trying to ruin my life.
You're a federal employee and Trump is trying to ruin your life.
First, they sent us a notice saying you have to go back to work in the office full time.
What's wrong with that? Everyone else has returned to the office full time.
If you don't want to do it, you have to let us know by the first week of February, and you have to leave this position by September.
Yeah. Either go back to work or find another fucking job. So, my dear, I would go back to the office. It's not hard.
Yeah, I work from home every other week, and I live extremely far from where I work because I can't afford to live in certain areas in the Bay.
Okay, so find a minute, let's say 30 minutes out from the Bay, and commute. Yeah, life sucks.
And now he's telling me I cannot work from home every other week. I have to come into this office every day.
Well, he is the president, aka your boss, so yes, he has every right to do that.
And if you don't want to do that, you can quit. Yeah, they literally gave us a resignation letter that you can use if you want to resign from the position. If you choose,
Well, then resign. I mean, Jesus Christ, if my job was getting to the point where I couldn't do it for one reason or another, I would resign. Or if my company took a stance I didn't like, I would resign.
choose to resign, you can keep working from home until September. If you don't choose to resign, by this date, you have to come into the office. That is not enough time for me to decide if I want to keep the job or leave the job.
Oh my God, how much time should we give your sorry black ass? Yeah, part of being an adult is making decisions in a timely fashion.
I'm not a part of the LGBTQIA community, but a lot of my friends and family are, and it gets worse. The acting secretary is now saying that we are going to defend women from gender ideology extremists.
Yeah, not having men in the women's restroom. Who would have thunk it?
How can you literally say there are two genders?
There are two! Male, female! And they're not assigned at birth. They're designated in the womb. And it's not by some arbitrary jackass. It's from your DNA. So, this happened in the UK. This guy apparently burnt the Quran. Now, you can burn the Union Jack flag and the what we think of as the English flag and not get arrested, but burn a Quran.
Burn the Quran? You should be ashamed of yourself, mate.
So this guy was arrested for burning the Quran. I'm sorry, but over across the pond, you motherfuckers desperately need a Bill of Rights. So this person wants to imprison children in her basement.
All right. Fuck it. ICE is doing whatever the fuck the Orange Tyrant is telling them to do.
Well, they're a federal agency, and he is their boss, but
they're,
whatever.
You know, invading schools, churches, hospitals, road. And I will not hesitate to hide those kids in my basement to keep them safe. To get
Good. So let's say the ICE can't find them, and they deport their parents. Are you planning to take care of them for the next 18 years?
I will not hesitate to barricade my doors to protect those fucking kids.
And ICE will smash them down. By the way, if you take children unlawfully, I think even illegal children, you're guilty of kidnapping or human trafficking. Why am I giving this bitch advice?
And fuck Trump.
Well, fuck you. I want these illegal assholes out of here. And this is Kamala Harris's stepdaughter, the first thing we've heard from the Harris family.
My body hair around 6 years ago. It was never a conscious decision to go
She's selling a body oil
against the grain. It was more of a personal grooming choice, a laziness thing.
Oh, God, and I have to do requests right after this. Oh, fuck!
What I did realize about having body hair is someone always has something to say about it.
You don't... Okay, your hair is body hair. But yes, shaved pits on chicks looks gross. Hell, I'm not the biggest fan of it with fucking men.
Whether it's good or bad.
And thank God we didn't elect your fucking stepmother. It's just gross. That's the only thing. All right. Now we have punishment for mistress. Oh, God! Oh, Jesus Christ, mistress. Why? You didn't have to go to poetry.
100 years ago, fear controlled a woman's life at the mercy.
100 years ago, so, okay, 1920... When was this made? 8 years ago. God damn it. So, okay, 1916. So the first Trump presidency.
Of laws we weren't allowed to vote on. We clutched our stomachs and crept down.
Yeah, and do you know that only 25% of you fucking broads wanted the vote?
Alley.
Because you guys didn't want the social responsibilities that men had.
Roe versus Wade rocked the nation. We finally gained the right to our bodies back. No more.
Let's be honest. Look. Abortion wasn't... Okay, first off. Abortion was a new thing. Okay? You didn't have abortion in 1887 or 1903. Oh my God, abortion is not a fucking right! By the way, since Roe v. Wade got overturned, you can get abortions up to the minute of goddamn birth in certain states, mine being one of them. And yes, some states I would say have gone too far in restriction. But in all those states, I don't believe condoms are banned. I don't believe the morning after pill is banned. And I don't believe the third most contraceptives. By the way, about 95% of all abortions, or 90% of all abortions, are elective, meaning they're not the cases of rape, incest, or life of mother. Here's another thought. There is only one way you fucking broads can become pregnant. You have to let a guy bust his nut in your vagina. If he blows his load in your ass or your mouth, the other two orifices women have, you don't get pregnant. Like, and also, if he fucks you in your vagina, even if he's unsheathed and you're on nothing, he only has a few days to do that. You have to be ovulating. So, yeah, ladies, I'm sorry that you're now young women, and you now have to take accountability for your fucking actions. Here's a thought. Get him to sheath it. Or have him blow his load in your mouth. Again, there is another body, or potentially another body, growing inside you when you're pregnant. And it committed no crime.
Half-minded politics with ties that bind. This is where we draw the line.
Oh, God! Can we make it illegal for young females to write poetry? Jesus, tap-dancing, toe-licking fucking Christ!
This is the war our mothers fought. This is the war.
No, your mothers didn't fight shit. Your mothers didn't do dick. When the fuck was this video made? Okay, in 2016. So most likely these girls were born either in the late 90s or 2000s. Feminism had been doing exactly jack and shit for 20 fucking years. Okay, your moms didn't fight shit.
Or our grandmothers fought as they
No, they didn't. Your grandmothers would have been born probably in the 50s. They didn't fight dick. In fact, actually, your grandmothers were a lot happier staying at home, not working bullshit jobs. Well, I'm sorry, but there is another person that you're not allowing to speak, considering you're talking about voices and all this other crap. What about the father of that child? Why shouldn't he have a voice in whether or not you keep it? I mean, you want the society full of equality and equity. Shouldn't he have a voice, dipshits? You know what? Considering that I have no option for a financial abortion and you can extract large amounts of money out of me for 18 fucking years, yeah, I gotta fucking say, cunt!
worship in peace. These stone walls are made
We get it, you're lesbian lovers, it's fine.
to vote against every woman who needs help, who
Oh, fine, fuck it, then I vote against every fucking woman.
deserve a clean conscience.
Oh, God, mistress, what have I done? Jesus, tap dancing, toe licking, Christ!
Not to be. I draw the line for my mother. We will draw the line today.
Okay, wait a second. You're fine. You can't get pregnant. You're okay. You can't get pregnant. No one would fuck you. You can't get pregnant. And no one's fucking you. Haven't I suffered enough, mistress?